Gaming. Pretty sure we are live. Not 100% sure, but there's a trash ban
Yeah, we're live.
coming in now. Yeah, a little bit of technical difficulties here, but Trash is live. I mean, Trash is being banned out by Team High Definition. More than likely, it's a power ban because Trash is not usually seen being banned because he's not that much of a threat unless he gets the hooks off. He is very good support, but there are better supports out there. Now Azir ban, really strong jungler. You don't want the blue team first picking that, so definitely ban him out if you got a low range mid AP carry. Wondering how they're gonna respond with that, but the Azir ban is very good. Trash is questionable, as there is Janna at Braum to ban, but it looks like they're actually targeting Victoria's Gaming's bot lane more than likely, because a Jinx is definitely easy to play around, but if the AD carry plays a lot of Jinx, if he's a very good Jinx, definitely ban him out. Make sure not to have the threat in the game in case there could be a threat of a loss. Teams are taking their time to consider about the bans, but Alistar, very strong support, especially in the early game, in terms of the dives as well, so you want to ban him out because he is always a threat. The Blitzcrank, not something that I would ban, but he can, if the Blitzcrank's good, he can definitely shift the tide of the game. But we did see in the first game we watched today, guys, Blitzcrank was not that effective in the late game. Okay, he is good in the laning phase, can make those pulls, especially under the turret, but he was not able to do much in the laning, out of the laning phase, and hence resulted in a loss. A Hecarim ban, also very good, very strong top laner. We do see that Quinn is being picked up. At the moment, Quinn is not the most viable AD carry because there's just so many other AD carries that are just so much better right now. Quinn, basically why she's unviable is because her ulti, you have to go melee in her ulti, which is extremely bad, and her range is not all that good. She does have that escape with her E jump away, but her ulti and her passive also is very unpredictable. You don't know who's gonna hit, you don't know who you're gonna focus, so the passive is kind of useless, and the ulti as well. You're not gonna use that in a team fight. Now we do see the Malphite being locked in, more than likely gonna go for that wombo combo with Braum. So I actually like the Malphite and Braum pick. We're gonna see how Team High Definition will answer with their picks. Then, not the best jungler out there. I don't like him myself, but if the player's good, if he knows what he's doing, if he does get the ultis off correctly, can do a lot. Now at the moment they're just hovering, they're thinking what should they pick, but Gnar would definitely be a good pick against the Malphite, as we do see Heimerdinger being locked in, and so will the Gnar. So Heimerdinger,
not sure.
Yeah.
It's just a bit risky. The Heimerdinger and the Quinn, they seem to be a bit pretty off-meta picks at the moment.
Yeah, Heimerdinger is definitely not the best. Also because, as you said, and also because the team fights, they're not located in one area. They move around the map all the time. They're very mobile team fights, and Heimerdinger just is not dominant in them. He places a turret, everyone moves away from the turret, he does no damage. That's all that happens. But if the Heimerdinger is good, if they do have right positioning, he will be able to produce a lot of damage with these turrets, as long as everyone stays near those turrets, or don't kill those turrets. Obviously, if you burst those turrets down, they're just useless. Heimerdinger is halfway useless. Lucian being locked in, very strong AD carry, especially against the Quinn. Lucian's a good counter to any AD carry out there, I think. Yeah, Quinn's should have a difficult time. Okay, the pre-6 laning phase, he actually should be able to handle that Lucian, because her passive can only target so many people, but in team fights it's too unpredictable for her, making her useless. But we do see that Evelynn being locked in, really good jungler, hard to counter gank her because you don't know where she's gonna appear on the map. So a really good jungler, and even in the LCS, she's a really good pick. Ramos is not the best pick out there. Okay, it is a tank dominant jungler meta right now, but Ramos is just not the best because he doesn't produce much utility for the team. Okay, he can taunt one person, but that's just it. It's single target focus, and you want that AoE engage. Furthermore, yeah, he doesn't.
His armor was increased slightly this
was
patch, so
okay.
by just slightly. So, and he does more damage with his W. However, either way, that blue team, they are going for the bit of the cheese, I think.
Yeah, definitely are, especially with Leona as well. Now Leona does synergize with Quinn well, but once again, she has a single target focus in terms of her EQ. She can produce AoE with her ulti, but it just doesn't synergize with Heimerdinger or Quinn. But she is a strong support. I like her myself, but she's not the best one. There are just many better ones. I personally, considering the comp, okay, the comp is very dodgy. It's hard to pick a specific support. I guess right now what would be best to pick would be an Annie, because they lack that hard engage, that primary engage, or Janna. Now, because Heimerdinger will get bursted down most of the time, especially with that Malphite and the Yasuo combo. It's a huge wombo combo. I definitely like the Victorious Gaming's team composition. Really good wombo combo. And we know that Team High Definition are higher elo, so they're relying on their mechanical skill to win the game. We might see an interesting game, just like the previous one. So stay tuned in, guys, and we'll see what's going to happen on this game.
And we're going to go into this game live between Victorious Gaming and High Definition Gaming. It's going to be, it looks like to be a good one, with the blue team, with a bit of a cheese comp. They're trying to play those up for meta pick, and the red team going for that bit of a wombo combo comp. Let's see how this ends up.
Yeah, and after viewing our first game, where one of the teams took their early advantage versus the wombo combo comp, they snowballed their early advantage really heavily, and the enemy team was not able to get their wombo combos off. Now we're gonna see if that's the case in this game, because Quinn actually should do reasonably well versus Illusion, and so should Dagnar. So if they get the early advantage, the wombo combo will be useless if the red team is actually behind. So it's gonna be interesting. Will they be able to snowball their early game advantage? We do see some offensive wards coming in from Evelyn. She does go for a small invade, but if she gets caught, there's no follow-up from her team, so she should be really, really careful. She will probably go for the invade, given the... Oh!
In the Malphite, taking a bit of damage, tries to get the... doesn't even put a ward down, so just goes in, takes some damage and leaves, but... we'll be going back now.
Safely backing up. Now, everybody knows that if you don't back before 1 minute 25, you're not gonna make it to all of your CS and all of your experience. But it's not worth wasting your teleport, so if you have to back off because you're low, just back off and play it safe. Ramos is calling in for some help. He is scared of getting an invade from Evelyn, so he's gonna actually... he's actually starting with a really weird start, because he didn't get the blue buff at all. Undecisive. He didn't know what jungle minions he's gonna actually go for. He pinged blue. Then after doing it halfway, he actually transitioned onto the Grom. That's gonna leave him actually lower behind in the jungling presence, because Evelyn is gonna be ahead of him. She does clear waves a lot faster as well. So not the best start for Ramos out there.
Definitely. And as the teams just seem to be trading back a bit, just trying to farm bot lane, who gets that level 2 power spike. It will be the red team.
He is trying to go for that invade, and should get the red buff. As we do see, Ramos is not. He knows there is a chance of Evelyn invading. He's just gonna get the top scuttle. He's not. He is actually going for the top scuttle. Gonna get that. Not gonna risk the invade from Evelyn as he tries to play it safe. Things are coming in from Evelyn onto the mid.
Do we kill? However, those turrets will do a bit of damage for Heimerdinger.
It's always difficult to gank the mid lane because of those turrets. Not even mid lane. We see that in Heimerdinger top lane, or even Heimerdinger support. It's always hard to gank a Heimerdinger. So, yeah, nothing's gonna happen much yet in the mid lane, I don't think. But
and the Evelyn catches out that Rammus. He's going to do the damage. The Rammus seems to be just taking a bit too much damage. He's trying to run away. The flash is going to have to go out, and he will be able to survive. But the flash is gone on that Rammus now.
Yeah, it has indeed. And Yasuo trying to trade out that Heimerdinger. Evelyn does flank him from the back. Is that the first blood? It is indeed, and it goes right to Evelyn. Yasuo had to waste that ignite. Evelyn did not need to secure that kill, but she did it anyways. Yasuo just did it to secure the kill. Evelyn is taking complete advantage of her early game presence and is taking... Basically, the enemy jungle is her jungle right now. Rammus is just so behind. She can do anything she wants in the enemy jungle, and she will definitely make her presence a lot more evident as she is going towards the bottom lane. I'm gonna possibly go for that Leona dive. Now, diving a Leona is not the best idea because she has that CC, the tankiness, and it's exactly what's needed to survive against the tower dive. So, gonna disengage on that. Not gonna go for that dive.
And just going back to that kill, I'm not sure why the Heimerdinger seemed like a bit wasted his flash previously, but either way, the engage goes in the bot lane. I think we'll be covering that. Yeah.
Maybe he thought he's gonna get some extra damage from the turrets, but... Ooh, Rumble taking some damage from Braum and Lucian, as Leon was not able to back him up in the gank. So, taking some unnecessary damage right there. A little bit of a miscommunication from the team. Rumble did engage the gank. Rumble, Rammus, but Leon was not actually able to do anything. Yeah, so
pick up that kill. Yeah. He's really, gonna go. He's 2 for 0.
Yeah, so now Yasuo and Evelyn both have a kill each. They can transition that pressure onto any lane out there. Actually, having a kill in the mid laner and jungler is one of the best things you can have, because that pressure can be transitioned into the top lane or the bottom lane. Me, preferably, I would usually take it to the bottom lane, because you can secure that dragon after a gank, and also it's a lot more difficult to gank Ignore, especially if it's a Mega Ignore, because of his tankiness.
And they are going to go in the bot lane. The taunt does go out. Leona goes in onto the Braum, but the Lucian will be picking up the kill. Is this going to be a great trade? Lucian trying to kill the Quinn. The heal will come out. The Q misses from the Lucian. He zoomed, but that's going to be a kill. Leona can't be getting that kill. Passive stack go on with a 4th stack. Concussive blows goes down. However, that's a 2 for 0 trade in a 2 versus 3. Really well played by the red team.
Yeah, Leona just couldn't do anything in that instance because everything was on a cooldown. So Quinn was just left on her own, focusing that Braum. Furthermore, you don't want to be focusing the Braum, you want to be focusing the Lucian. Braum is just so tanky, he's made to be tanky, and you're not gonna kill him. We do see Malphite ulting that Ignore, he's gonna flash out, and Evelyn picks up the kill with the flash. That's a really easy kill top lane. Now we do see every lane for the red team has a kill, has that advantage. As I said earlier, the blue team should capitalize on their early game advantage, but Evelyn has completely snowballed each of the lanes in the game, and it's gonna be really difficult for the blue team to come back in. It's basically Evelyn is gonna be really strong, but in the team fight she's not gonna be as strong. But they do have the wombo combo coming in from Malphite and Yasuo, so she will be able to get some of that damage off. And she is gonna be able to make some presence, but not as much as Rumble.
And going back then, just while you're talking, the Evelyn did nearly pick up the kill onto the Rammus in the jungle, completely denying him as much of that his own jungle as he can. He's even had to have the Gnar to help him out to get that Evelyn away.
Yeah. Now, Evelyn finally coming back to her own jungle as the blue buffs have spawned. Yeah, so just completely dominating in the mid lane. Heimerdinger not being able to do anything, especially when he doesn't have any mana. He's completely useless without the turrets. Probably gonna rumble. Ramos, I'm saying rumble, my bad. Will be giving that blue to Hamburger sometime soon, but you see some trade from now in the bottom.
And the ultimate comes off from the Lucian, and it's going to be a double kill. This bot lane is absolutely getting destroyed on the red team. That's 68 CS to 18. There's a 40 CS, 50 CS difference, and they're just absolutely dominating this lane.
Yeah, Ramos is just left in his jungle, not knowing what to do, watching his team across the map dying, as he's struggling to pick up any farm out there. He only has 9 CS overall, which is absolutely crazy. He's really behind right now. Can't make any effective ganks.
Great wombo combo.
Really well played by Yasuo right there, flashing, securing the kill on the Gnar as Ramos is left again to watch his teammates die, as he's not able to do anything, and the red team are completely taking over the pressure in the jungle, as Ramos actually has to be scared to even enter his own jungle, which is a very scary state.
And the Yasuo does pick up that kill, and that Quinn, that tower diving, they're going to look like they might be trying to go for yet another kill. Ultimates are on cooldown.
It's dangerous. It's definitely
And the Ramos will flash away. We'll be able to pick up the kill. And the Yasuo misses his Q. Still Tempest missing. Ramos is just sitting there. He's a sitting duck. Is he going to go down? Who's going to pick up the kill? It's going to be this Yasuo. Is he going to dodge through it? Doesn't. Takes one. It just about survives. So it's a good trade by the red team.
Absolutely, really well played. Heimerdinger actually getting caught out right now by 3 members.
He's going to go down.
Yeah, definitely. He does not have... Oh, he actually did have his ulti. He could have used the triple stun that he had, but I think it's rather the inexperience of the Heimerdinger that caused all this. In terms of the vision game, a lot of vision for the blue team is focused around the bot side, which is correct, because you want to have that pressure for the dragon. But the fact that there was no vision around the mid lane, Heimerdinger shouldn't have overextended that far, and actually resulted in his death. He's already 0-3, has to play it very safe. He doesn't have a mana item, so he's gonna have difficulty in timing those turrets. We do see Gnar getting caught out in his own jungle, looking very grim for the blue team.
And as we look now, there's that 10k. They go in, combo comes out, Yasuo gets the kill, and that and then Rumble in the Ramos is gonna go down. You made me started saying it now.
Yeah.
This is a match. I feel like if the team comp, even from the start, was just not good enough from the blue team.
Absolutely.
Being that diamond team, I feel like they didn't realise the potential of this team. They showed too much BM, and that's going to be 4 kills picked up by the red team. Absolute dominance.
Yeah, now the red team's level 6 is extremely scary, and as I said, Quinn, Leona and Ramos don't actually scale that well. So it's gonna be really difficult to come back. They don't even have any of the kills or any of the dragons. Also, the turrets are still all up, so it's gonna be really difficult to find any opportunity to grasp on in order to get any sort of advantage for the blue team. What the red team can do now, they have 2 turrets in the middle lane. They can pick up an easy dragon and just completely end the game off of that. Now, Baron is not coming up anytime soon, as basically their push was just so strong. They'll be left with nothing to do. All they can do is take the dragon and push any turret that they possibly can.
And looking, maybe it's an inexperience on the Gnar, but he should have beat that Malphite, but instead is over 70 CS behind. So that was a complete dominance. It's just in every single lane, it's just dominance for the red team. Yeah,
there's a 15,000 gold differential for the red team's favor. Don't know if it's even possible to come back from this. Yasuo coming in with a shield. He was Quinn not being able to do any damage. Malphite's ulti just completely deliberates 2 people of the blue team.
Leona. Who's going to pick up this kill? It will be the Lucian. He's out of mana, but he won't buy that. They could just even push mid. I can't see even the slightest chance of the blue team coming back from this.
Now, given red team don't actually have that a lot of siege, so they can't pressure any of the lanes. But the thing is, blue team don't have any wave clear, so they can actually siege without having siege, which is very interesting. As we see, Yasuo and Evelyn just completely walking up to the turret, nobody to defend. Lara will do his best to keep the turret alive, but he's gonna get a flank from Evelyn and Yasuo. More than likely not gonna be able to stay alive because items are just not there.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you don't need siege if you can just go under the turret and kill anyone that easily.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is hard to watch in fairness. It's just complete dominance for the red team. 24 kills to 0 now. Wow, it's just this is actually the most stump I've actually ever seen them in a match. So
now we thought the last game was tough. This game is just completely outrageous, as there's no Jax to give any free kills to Zed. So it's basically the red team are just completely utilizing their advantage they have and not giving any room, any space for the blue team to do anything. You see Quinn missing out the
will it be the first game?
Oh.
Actually won't even get the first kill. Everyone's taking super low, but they'll just upslide less than 20 HP on that Evelyn. It's a shame.
The red team's advantage is just so huge. They don't even feel the priority on taking that dragon. They don't even need it at this stage. They can just shove the turrets and catch people out all the time. Because Evelyn provides so much utility in catching somebody out, especially with that Malphite and the Yasuo ulti over the top. So it's really difficult for the blue team to do anything at this stage. And I feel really sorry for them. But if they manage to catch somebody out, they can try to make those picks. But Ramos looking really undecidable, not knowing what to do, but Leona does go for engage. Ulti is coming out. Lucian does flash out.
Will this be the first?
Yes.
Oh, the broad defensive, and he's gonna survive. Oh, the Narc from the side. He is exhausted. Will this be the first kill, or will this be the bit?
The Brawl is trying to pick it up. No. Evelyn finally goes for that dragon. Just given that 6% more attack damage, they're just so ahead. The 6% will just do so much. Yasuo just completely demolishes the Hammerdinger. And they're just gonna take an easy turret, yeah.
Evelyn's gonna take that dragon, picks the dragon, and the inhibitor will be going down. Could this be a pre-20-minute victory?
Possibly can be. The death timers are just becoming longer and longer each minute. Yeah, so I mean, Lucian with the crits just deals so much to a tank. When he deals so much damage to a tank, you know that's when the game is over. You cannot defend the carry's damage. There's no peel going on. People are just getting demolished. Ramos gets demolished in 2 seconds by the Yasuo and Lucian damage. We do actually see the turret coming in from Hammerdinger. Actually helps with a little bit with the wave clear, but that just stalls the game. That just stalls them in an inevitable loss indeed, yeah.
And they'll just want to get this turret. The only thing is they haven't got great teeth, but it's just got eventually they're gonna just keep poking that turret down. And they go in. The Queen goes down. They're gonna try and kill this Gnar. That's how they're gonna win. It just seems like they're just trying to get this game close down. And that will be the Leona going down as well. 35-0. Absolute dominance. 23,000 gold. Is this gonna be the game? 17-minute victory. We'll see. And it's a great combo with Malphite.
Oh my god.
Absolutely beautiful.
Destroy. Get him melted out completely by the Malphite and Yasuo ultis. The blue team are struggling to pick up that one single kill, which they will probably not, unless Yasuo just completely dives Quinn under the laser, which is more than likely not going to happen, as they want to have that nice clean 38-0. And they are struggling to get a minion wave, but that should be near the end. Now the red team is actually quite low, as the 3 members of the blue team have a lot of health, but the Yasuo is completely bursting down at Quinn. So
that's going to be a double
Ramos
kill.
going down as well, yeah.
This is going to be a game. It's 17 minutes, 40 seconds, they're going to get this down. The Yasuo just tries to farm, get up with CS advantage. Is he going to die under the turret? Does not look this way. And it's going to be a 18-minute victory. GG.
Yeah, really well played by the red team. Completely catching people out with Evelyn and snowballing so heavily from that. 24,000 gold differential. That's absolutely crazy. There's just so many items. We only see Gnar picking up that brutalizer in 17 minutes. That's absolutely crazy. If we look at the item differential, it's absolutely devastating for the blue team. They did try to make some picks, but they were just the red team were just so ahead, and they were not able to do anything against their inevitable defeat. Now we're gonna jump into the next game pretty soon, guys. Really well played from both of the teams. This is something contrasting we saw from the earlier game. In the first game, the team with the early advantage completely snowballed the game. Now this time, the team with the Wombo combo and the actual Evelyn pick have snowballed their advantage to such an extent they got a 40-0. It's going to be really interesting to see what's next to come, so stay tuned, guys.